I don't care if you score it with rad metal music for parts of it, that's 38 seconds of logos I'll never get back. In fact, if you add up all the opening movie logos I've watched, I bet it would total months. You see why I send them First off, not cool movie, telling your viewers, you asshole right at the jump, admitting this whole movie is a video game. But the worst thing is, somehow the top 2 high scores don't make it onto the all-time mother list, and this dickhead BJ gets an undeserved 12th place. The original title for this movie was Hardcore Henry, Even Hardcoreier. Yes, I know that movie came out much later than this, but goddammit, I will force this joke upon you. Lovely, but why did Chev go immediately to the TV after he woke up? If he's feeling weird, maybe jump in the shower or go outside to get some air.
You can't move too good, huh? You can't breathe too good. What the hell is the matter with you, dude?
I don't know, but I'm sure if he gets medevac to Walter Reed and gets gangbanged by some steroids, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Poison Jeff Chelios in his sleep? That's like some Shakespeare, some
Maybe so, but technically he's not asleep. Your goon f***ing whacked him in the head with a baseball bat.
You got yourself about an hour max.
How does this asshole know when Chev is going to wake up, though?
You probably should that twice before you whacked on Kim.
I understand he wants Chev to know who killed him so that he could rub it in, but why did this guy leave? What super important function did he need to attend? The poison kills in 1 hour. He couldn't wait around and make sure it worked? Or just kill him after he saw the video? Whoa, hey man, not cool. The TV is not responsible for what that dude did to you. It was the DVD, but that asshole goes unscathed. I love sequences like these because sometimes your 5-year-old grabs the camera and shoots a bunch of expensive B-roll, rendering the footage unusable. But if your 5-year-old shoots a not B-roll, you can make it look like you meant to shoot the movie this way. Chev remembers that old adage, the shortest path between 2 points is to be an asshole to someone's BMW. Answering machines. Also, landlines. Yes, both these sins apply to a movie from 2006 because ain't no f***ing way anyone under 50 had either of those things.
I'm sorry, but the doctor isn't in right now. May I take a message?
Well, where is he?
I know she's covering for the dude getting BDSM'd and stuff, but why doesn't Chev just tell her that it is a f***ing emergency?
Would you please let the doctor know that Chev Chelios is a dead man. If he can't call me back within the hour. You got that?
Could you spell that for me?
Yeah, D-E-A-D. Chelios.
I understand your need to be sarcastic in a life or death situation, but if you're going to bother spelling dead for the answering service, you might as well spell Chelios. It's maybe 3 or 4 or 5 letters more. There's no way of knowing, really, but it would take like 2 seconds to spell your name. Jesus Christ, there's more automotive phone calls in this movie than in the entirety of Locke. What's up with this business stealing Sin City away from Las Vegas? Trust me, I've been to Las Vegas many times, and it's worked hard to earn that distinction.
Just give me some Coke, okay? You got any Coke?
I mean, that's not really going to help his condition, right? It's got a little bit of caffeine, but I think Chev is going to need something a tad stronger.
I don't have time. Just give me something.
First off, Chev doesn't even know how this poison works at this point, so why is he ordering stimulants already? Second, why the f***ing hell doesn't Chev tell everyone about his condition? He's like the anti-Guy Pearce from Memento.
I'm gonna kick some black ass.
Hey man, like, even if you need them to fight back, you didn't need to make it racial. All these dudes had guns a second ago, but Chev was able to fight them with fists for the next several minutes.
I forgot to say so on that AJ Bond tape I left for you.
You didn't leave a tape, you left a DVD. Although I do admire your crew's ability to record something on a tape and convert it to a DVD so quickly. Glass rings. Who the f*** wears those things, especially at his age? What's hilarious about this scene is watching all the people in the mall looking completely oblivious while Chev drives through.
Driving through a mall, cops chasing me.
I love how in all these movies, the cops chase them through very public and dangerous situations. Like they can't set a perimeter outside the mall and apprehend him there. Convenient taxi dropping someone off at a mall is convenient. Jesus, this cameraman watched the shakiness of the Bourne movies, Cloverfield, and the Blair Witch Project and decided they weren't nearly nauseating enough. Why did he immediately get into a cab instead of continue running? The doctor literally just told him not to slow down. Also, Verona said they knocked Chev out with a baseball bat just a few hours ago, so why aren't there any marks on that beautiful, soon-to-be bald head?
Crank the music.
Roll credits. This asshole changes the station after Chev tells him to crank the music, and it goes to a country station playing Achy Breaky Heart, a song that Miley's dad sang back in the day, although Noah's dad isn't singing in this version. I guess the movie thinks that I'll give it a break for not playing Total Eclipse of the Heart, but movie is achy breaky wrong. Why do you have to attack the store clerk here? He's just grabbing a bunch of energy shit, so why couldn't he just pay for it? He's a highly paid assassin. Okay, Rockstar energy drink, cool. Now he's going up to the Red Bull, fine. Wait a minute, back that up. Are you saying this store sells Welch's between the Rockstar and the Red Bull? Of course, once the camera shows the other side, we find out everything was a lie because Monster Energy Drink is on the Welch's shelf and it's completely restocked. Look man, I know that Red Bull is probably paying for this spot because it gives you wings or some shit, but if cocaine didn't do the trick earlier, then f***ing Red Bull definitely isn't. Is there an FBI guy taking pictures of these guys, or is it supposed to be some sort of stylish thing the directors are doing to make me angry? What the f*** is going on here? Oh well, what happened, never mind. Like, how the f*** did Chev even jump in the pool in the first place without this guy noticing or shooting? Even if Chev works with these guys, there's a protocol, right? It sure would be embarrassing for my boobs to be uncovered in this situation.
Al-Qaeda! Al-Qaeda!
Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is the second time Chev's done some unnecessary race baiting. I mean, why can't you just get in the car and drive off without leaving him with these people who just naturally go to beat up someone whenever someone yells out a terrorist group name?
What these guys have done is introduce an inhibitor to your system.
You gotta get to the emergency room. Get yourself some epinephrine.
Couldn't Doc tell him this first, then go on to the explanations about cardiopulmonary inhibitors?
Epi something, yeah.
Epinephrine, man. Epinephrine.
Spelling things dictionarily on screen. This little detail is one of the many reasons this movie is insanely watchable. The picture of the other guy on the phone inserted into the side mirror is probably only there to f with the viewer, and I'm all for it. This movie is sinful as hell, but it's goddamn fun.
Come on!
LA traffic. But also, why would Chev get on a f***ing freeway in LA anyhow? He has to know some side streets that can get him to a hospital, right? Movie gives us the glimpse of this cleaver before the prince goes outside. I guess so viewers can say, oh cool, Chev used the cleaver that we saw from 4 seconds ago. It's foreshadowing. That's so quick that it doesn't have time to cast a shadow. Alex abandons the much more dangerous Chev to confront Kalo, who, remember, is armed with a f***ing rolling pin.
Wanna hold hands?
Chev has time for this. Feeding your dog raw steak while getting a BJ.
Looks like you should have cut me up when you had the chance.
No f***ing man. I enjoy this movie's premise, but this is the most convoluted and precarious way to kill a person, let alone a trained assassin with a ton of connections, ever. Okay, I don't know everything about Elliot geography, but I do know Chev told Kalo to...
Meet me on 7th and Catalina.
Which is in Koreatown, and a quick Google search tells me there are 1 million hospitals nearer than all the way out on 118th Street. Even if some of them have sprung up since 2006, there had to be at least a few at that point. Oh, sweet. Are we finally going to see how Shaw beat up all those people at the hospital to visit his brother at the beginning of Fast and Furious, I think part 6?
Looking for something that starts with E.
England?
Pharmacists.
That's the guy?
How does rando nurse number 1 know Chev is the guy? It was the hot pharmacist who talked to him, and he didn't even commit an arrestable offense in front of her. He just asked for a drug. I have no idea why the movie thought it needed to make Chev's hiding place a secret for the audience. The cops come in and half-ass the search, and the hiding place isn't super clever. But hey, he gets a swell gown out of the deal, and now he can pose as a patient, which isn't going to work, because the cops are going to recognize him anyway. I feel like we could have cut nearly this entire scene, and it would be the same movie.
Asshole.
This guy's saying this right now.
Get the
At this point, why are there still only 2 cops? Not how to give an injection.
And you got a steel hard-on, don't you?
Let me check!
Needing visual confirmation of a steel hard-on.
You couldn't piss to save your life.
Well, would that help? Seriously, I know this is a mob doctor and all, but he gave advice about what to do. He should be sentenced to write country music for the rest of his career.
Police have declined to release the name of the Los Angeles man they say is still at large.
Ah, yes, the 1980s, where moderately sized groups of people would gather around a storefront TV to watch a somehow audible news program. Wait. Chev drives that street in Los Angeles that's completely impervious to traffic. You know the one, right? It exists solely in the mind of screenwriters that are looking for a break in the action. Also, the cop from whom Chev stole this bike doesn't immediately call this in, causing a swarm of cruisers and choppers to appear right behind him. Look at this couple. They don't offer to help Chev or even the lady that's obviously concussed right next to them. And that's probably the point of the shot, but seriously, that couple. I mean, what happened? Did he not get to see his brother's body? Did he send some henchmen to go find his hand and bring it back? What do you plan to do with a hand? She just woke up and he's been through all this over the last few hours. Imagine how terrible their cumulative breath smells like during this intimate conversation. Wasn't it already? Isn't that why you nearly fell asleep on your motorcycle a minute ago? These assholes waited this long to go to Chev's girlfriend's apartment. I guess they were waiting for the movie to give them permission.
The waffle thing, I gotta turn it off.
This whole time, Chev's been rushing her to get out of here, so why doesn't he run in, unplug the waffle iron, and hit the f***ing road? Seeing this guy come through the back here makes me wonder why the other bad guy tried to get buzzed through the gate earlier. In fact, why did that guy expect Eve to buzz him in anyway? Eve hears neither this struggle nor this gunshot that happened a few feet away from her. I don't care if he's using a silencer, she's right there. Is this movie saying that the pigeon wants to f*** that woman with the thong hanging out of her jeans? Why is he going to a goddamn restaurant right now? He's literally told Eve a few times that he's been poisoned. It's not like he has to hide the urgency of the situation.
My target was the #1 man in Los Angeles.
Oh my god, he was sent to off Clayton Kershaw?
This insane idea comes in through the back of my head like a .45 slug at close range.
Hey man, if you're going to exposit, leave the Mickey Spillane dialogue out of this.
Good business for you.
I got the idea by watching Grosse Point Blank. Also, I've kind of murdered and threatened to murder several people today, even after this decision. Seriously though, they totally deserved it.
So are we going on a trip?
I love Amy Smart, but this character is the absolute opposite of a human. She's unaware, unconcerned, and uninhibited about eventually getting f***ed by her boyfriend in public. Wait, I might love this character. Many of us laughed at the public sex scene in Crank back in 2006, but goddamn, she says no twice and even punches him. I feel like I'm up for not remembering that part. Plus, this is all remedied by simply making Eve the kind of gal who would want a XXX throwdown in Chinatown. Adding a sin for me, 5 for the people just watching in the middle of this market, and 10 for the movie.
Yeah.
Chev made a terrible mistake by not taking full advantage of the Verizon blocking call cock blocking plan for an additional $3.99.
Honey, I gotta go.
I'll call ya!
What the was Chev's plan here? He got Eve out of the apartment, sure, but he also made this very public spectacle before leaving her alone, high, and, well, maybe not dry. For a movie that prides itself on being non-stop action, there are a lot more scenes that hit the brakes than you remember.
And where's he going?
The better question is, why didn't you just shoot him when he was paying the cab driver?
Okay, ding. Time's up.
Dinging.
The f is this?
The f is the reason they all have an open fire on Chev?
Find some nice, dark, quiet place and just die.
So why'd they have to kill his associate? Does that make any sense if they're only trying to talk Chev into accepting his own death? Jeez, guys, I've heard of hands sewn before, but this is ridiculous. If anyone asks, my 101-year-old grandpa wrote that. Do you think there might have been discussions to see if there was another way to shoot them going down the fire escape that didn't require upskirting? I don't care how many stimulants he's on right now, he's moving far better than he should be after being shot in the ass a few minutes ago.
This will get you going.
Getting blown in a Volkswagen Rabbit. Also, Christ, this is an even more ridiculous moving sex act than that Charlie Sheen, Christy Swanson movie, The Chase.
So you can fall asleep like you always do? I don't think so.
Amy is smart here, but also disturbingly glib about the potential of her boyfriend's impending demise.
At my office? You make it over here?
Sure, why not?
I guess I won't be needing this anymore.
You're in such shape, it's stunning. I can't believe your heart's still beating.
Doc would be excellent at CinemaSins.
Well, this is a temporary fix.
Then what?
You're
The hell is this crap? This is a poison, not a virus. If you can treat it temporarily, you should be able to make that treatment last until the poison is eliminated, either by the treatment or the body itself. I'm telling you, never hire a legendary country singer to be your physician. This chick did not see Chev's wiener. I don't expect eyewitnesses to give an accurate account of two people publicly but I especially don't trust her since she was on a school bus and didn't have a good view of Statham's hose.
What's up, corpse?
Bonjour, douchebag.
Movie weirdly replicates how my wife and I grade each other. The director said, let's show you this copious amount of traffic right before showing you Chev walking like a badass down the sidewalk, presumably all the way to Verona's lair. The f*** is that? Why the hell do they have projected images on the ceiling of turtles f***ing in this hotel bathroom?
Why don't you just cut me up alive when you had the chance?
Too easy, motherfucker. Look at you. Bipolar, sadomasochistic tendencies.
Geez, even when Chev's tripping balls and being fed fake exposition from a guy who isn't even talking to him, he still can't get an answer about why Ricky Verona didn't just kill him instead of poisoning him. All the bubble ladies, all the bubble ladies.
What is this, an insulin pump?
Why didn't Chev or the doc think to put this in his pocket or some other hidden spot? Hell, why isn't it up his ass? He knows he's gonna get frisked, right? I hope that camera operator's okay. How the f*** did these guys get up here without anyone noticing? I know everybody was focused on Chev, but it's kind of hard to miss an entire gang of people showing up all at once. Oh no, they're gonna inject him with the Chinese again? I guess this is how we get high voltage. Everyone is killed except for the super important people who are in the front of the line of fire. This movie is better off by not telling me what these women are doing in the bubbles. That said, I'm upset that the movie didn't tell me what these women are doing in the bubbles.
Our news chopper will be bringing live, uncensored coverage from above the hotel momentarily.
How the f*** does the news learn about the shootout, then get a helicopter above the hotel in time to capture any of that shootout? Movie overestimates how much we care about this reporter to be amused at him staring blankly into the camera for 3 seconds.
Present from Kalo.
Chelios gets killed again here because he stopped to say some cold to Carlito. And honestly, at this point, I think he deserves to die.
Oh my god.
Amazing you can see the helicopter from behind the building and see anything to oh my god about from this distance. And your eyes can't zoom like the camera does.
You're dead, motherfucker!
Dude, how haven't you learned about the perils of premature celebration before now? This is the most amazing practical fight sequence I've ever seen. Mission Impossible Fallout wishes it were this realistic. Chev survives this.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Going home. Hey, hey!
Hey, you know what else we poke fun at? Music videos. Them shits have sins too, trust me. And we're more than willing to point the counter at the Tay-Tays, the Biebers, the Billies, and many more. Check out Music Video Sins today.
Excuse me, can you turn that TV down?
If you're there, pick up. Pick up, 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 pick up.
You can never go home again, Oatman, but I guess you can shop there.
All the way on the other side of the 10? It's almost Long Beach, man!
Come on!
Just come on, no talking now.
Are we in danger?
Come on, honey.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Who is this?
Who are you trying to reach?
What number is this?
What number are you trying to reach?
You are so weird.
Are there any guys out there who are just normal, huh?
Didn't know you like to get wet, though. Butt naked. Ill. Churn. Dust. PCP. Primos. B-Dog.
You a crackhead?
I'm gonna tell you something about me, Joe Rogan, that you might not know. I smoke rocks.
Now I'm gonna shut you in again, Wade. Not because I need to, because I want to.
Harley.
Harley.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Eric Andre Show!